2017 McLaren 570 GT. And it is McLaren's most comfortable and usable sports series car ever. The question is, can you have a McLaren that's actually comfortable and luxurious and livable?
I think the answer is yes. I think you can have a McLaren that's luxurious, livable, and, to be honestly, just as sexy as a supercar.
Most of the things from the 570S transfer exactly the same on the GT. With some differences, of course.
Like this glass roof over here, that wasn't on the 570S, and it adds about 35 kilos of weight.
So now we're driving the car in Comfort Mode, which is probably the mode most of the owners are going to spend their lives in this car with. Obviously, you get a sport and a track mode that gradually get, harder, firmer, more aggressive. But the thing is, since this one is supposed to be comfortable and livable, let's see how well it fares in comfort before we assess performance.
Well, keep in mind, McLaren designed this car to be comfortable and a daily driver. So the whole point is that if you have your supercar in the garage, you can take this out during the day and do grocery shopping.
I definitely see this car being a second McLaren from somebody owning like a LT something, like a 675 LT.
Yeah. I think it's a winter beater?
No. So they have done certain modifications to the vehicle to make it more livable. Like the top has a wider opening, the roof is higher with a glass roof so you can get the storage behind there. And obviously because of the glass roof, you miss those nice fancy flaps from the 570.
They've also tuned the suspension. They've kind of softened it up about 10% to make it more comfortable, more drivable every day instead of being over bumpy rides and hitting your head on the glass ceiling. It wouldn't be a lot of fun.
But I have to say that so far it is really comfortable.
I like it. Now you know what I noticed? There's 2 cup holders here.
You actually get cup holders.
I didn't know that.
1 cup holder.
No, 2. Oh no, it's 1.
Now the interior is extremely luxurious. I mean, you get double stitched leather everywhere. Craftsmanship here is insanely nice. I mean, there's leather everywhere, and the design is really eye-catching. I mean, I have to say, if you're trying to impress somebody, this will work. The seat is really comfortable. I feel firmly planted, but very comfortable. I could drive for many hours. I mean, obviously you have to take a break to stop and refuel because the range isn't that great, but I'm comfortable. The amazing thing is that the emotion, all the sportiness, the awesome thing of having a McLaren, I think survives in this comfortable version.
I think so. I mean, I still feel like I'm in a supercar right now.
I mean, honestly, I was thinking, why would somebody buy a McLaren, spend 235,000 Canadian dollars or 198 US, and buy a car that's comfortable? I mean, you can buy an S-Class that's comfortable. You don't need to buy a McLaren that's comfortable. But yeah. I really see that the magic really worked here. They did produce a product that captures all the essence of having a supercar. At the same time, it's comfortable, man. Now that we've established that this thing really is comfortable and it's not that noisy and it's very luxurious and it actually does deliver every promise McLaren makes, it's time to switch it into sport mode, active, and see if it actually still feels like McLaren.
Let's do it.
Speed limit is 30. It's a very comfortable speed.
Yeah, you know what? Over low speed, you don't feel any bumps.
The steering feels very much like a race car. Not a lot of feedback, but it's super precise. I mean, I could split a hair in half with this precision. This car might be very technical and very, engineering behind it might be absolutely numbnuts insane, but the truth is, it feels like an amazing piece of machinery. I mean, if I would have spent $250,000 on it, I'd be really happy driving this. I mean, I can think of a lot of cars I can spend that money on and then I'd probably regret spending it, but this thing feels amazing. 562 horsepower, 443 pound-feet of torque. Feels like a lot in a car that weighs as little as this one, doesn't it? 0 to 100 kilometers an hour, 3.4 seconds. 100 to 0, 33 meters. And it revs all the way up to 8,000 and change RPM. The brake pedal and the modulation is race car like. The brakes obviously are fantastic and they're humongous. And even though they're iron and not ceramic, there's a ceramic upgrade option. I find them to be really good. I do love when the turbos pull up, you hear it and feel it. This thing is wow. Should you spend 235,000 Canadian dollars on one of these? Yes, if you can afford it, absolutely you should. Does it feel spectacular? Will you be happy spending that money on this car? I can see myself being stuck in traffic in this. I wouldn't mind.
And you can always have one of these.